Hello YouTube, Telling Gamer here, and welcome to my PS2 collection. Now, this is going to be a three-part video because I've got quite a lot of PS2 games to show you. But I'm going to start off with sets and sequels, and then we'll gradually go down to the individual games. So, let's start off with the first set of games. We've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, both amazing skating games, real old school. Pro Skater 3 is probably my favourite because it was the first one I played, and both of them have got some pretty sick soundtracks. I mean, they've got like System of a Down, Less Than Jake, CKY, all really old pop punk bands, and they've got some old school hip hop tunes thrown in there too, which gives a real good vibe when you're playing the games, to be honest. I mean, it sort of fits the background and the actions that you're doing. Awesome characters: Bam Margera, Tony Hawk's, what's his name? Rodney Mullen, fantastic skater. And Pro Skater 4 has some awesome unlockables. You can play as Jango Fett from Star Wars, and Eddie, the Iron Maiden like logo guy, representative person, whatever you want to call him, mascot. Yeah, mascot. We'll go with that. And they've all got signature moves, which are all specials, and hey, they're pretty cool. I think Jango Fett's got one where his jetpack goes off and you go in midair, or a grapple gun, and I think Eddie rips his head off, which is quite cool. Next we have Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2. Two awesome games to the Tony Hawk's collection. Underground 1's pretty cool. You're in like an old street, sort of old neighbourhood type place in New Jersey, and it's quite cool. There's drug dealers everywhere, you're like skating around there, and Chad Musker comes through and he like helps you out, and I think you end up getting in a rivalry with one of your friends, Eric, but he sucks anyway. He doesn't beat you in the end. And Underground 2 is totally different. You get kidnapped from the street you're in, and a guy with a hockey mask throws a chainsaw in your face, and it turns out that it's just Bam Margera. If you haven't heard of Bam Margera, is the guy from Jackass and Viva La Bam, really famous guy. And him and Tony have set up a world destruction tour where they go to different countries and sort of wreck the place really in a competition. So I'll leave you with that. It's a great game to play. I should give it a try. Because I was collecting Pro Skater games and I wanted to try something else, I ended up buying Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder just to give it a try, and yeah, it's pretty good actually. I prefer the skater games. I know more of the characters and I can do more things. As snowboarding sort of downhill, you can't just keep going. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's different. And the last thing to my Tony Hawk's collection for PS2 is a Proving Ground, which I bought from GameStation along with American Wasteland, and I opened them both, and they both have Proving Ground discs. I thought I was thinking Project 8 there. Both have Proving Ground discs, so I've got 2 copies of that in that. The next set I've got is Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. Both pretty good games. I finished 2. It was a game I played as a kid. Quite a hard game because it's stealthy. You've got to try not to get caught. But I always end up getting caught and having to run away. But yeah, great games, good storylines. I don't know the order of the games. I know, well, obviously 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't follow through like that. It's weird. There's all sorts of like sort of side games, side project things I've done, which just make that a bit more confusing, really. But yeah, good game. And 3 is brilliant, but stupidly hard. You're in the woods, so you've got crocodiles and other environmental aspects after you, as well as your enemies. So you've got to use your camouflage well and be pretty stealthy. I've got 2 of Metal Gear Solid 2. I think that one, the blue one, just has a bonus DVD in it. It doesn't have the game, so I've got an extra DVD copy, which is quite cool. The next set I'm going to show you involves my favourite game of all time for the PS2, and that is Resident Evil 4. Now, whoever's played Resident Evil 4 will know what I mean when I say it's a fantastic game. You've got Ada's side story, you've got Leon's main story, you've got the mercenaries, you've got another Ada mission. I think one of them you do the campaign is Ada, and another one is just a specific mission that you do towards the end. But yeah, it's great. It goes on for so long. You get all these add-ons, all these unlockables, and I don't know, it's just an endless game, as you can see. It got gold 10 out of 10, and I can see exactly why it got 10 out of 10. That is definitely a recommendation from me personally. It is fantastic. The other Resident Evils I have is Outbreak, which is more of a survival game where you're sort of in a team. You can see like you've got the team on the back, who have like specific, not powers, but like specific specialities, and you've got to work together to survive. there's still a story to it, but it's not quite like the normal Resident Evils. And the last one I've got for the PS2 is Code Veronica X, which is a real old school one. It's if you look on the back, it looks like the old ones, and the graphics when you play it looks like the old ones. And you've got the aim where you're like, and you have no clue where you're pointing at. Like she just looks and like aims a gun, so you're like, am I going to shoot him or am I going to miss? But I guess you take your chance. But yeah, normally it locks on. But yeah, it's a great game. Got really good enemies. There's like this giant worm that keeps killing me, but I need to play it a bit more. I keep running low on ammo, and it's hard to find ammo and health. So but yeah, it's a survival game. You've got to survive, haven't you? You can't just find things when and where you want them. And the last collection for this first part is my Dragon Ball Z Budokai collection, which I mentioned in the other video. Here I've got Budokai 1 and Budokai 3. Yesterday I went to the tower with my friends. I was going to do a video on this, but I thought I'd get my collection done out of the way. I'm going to do a video on what I bought from town, what games I found. But one of them I got is actually Budokai 2. So now I have all 3 of the Budokais, which is quite cool. I wanted to collect them all, and I've got that PS1 Battle 22 or whatever it was called. I think we'll just carry on from the series. I mean, when I played Budokai 1, I'd just been watching the series of the first series, and the game just pretty much followed on like what was happening in the series, like Goku running through that massive like Great Wall of China type thing after he died after fighting his brother. So yeah, I think it just follows on from that. But from what I've played, I think I've only played Budokai 1. I didn't want to break into like the other 2 without finishing the first one, so I've only played a bit of that one. But yeah, it's pretty good. There's a lot of games I haven't played. I'll probably show you them, and I'll say that I haven't played them. But I've played most of them, and I'm sorry about this if this doesn't make sense, but I recorded the second video first because I recorded this video, well, this other first video, and went into another one. I don't know if I said this in the second video, but I haven't played all my games because soon, when I get my HD PVR, whatever I'm going to start recording with, I don't want to just be playing games that I've already played, because then all I've got to do, all I'm doing is doing videos of something I've done before, so I know what I'm doing and it'll be boring. Whereas if I save a lot of my games and save them for gameplay, then if you haven't played them and I haven't played them, at least we're both going to look at something new or look at something different. So yeah, if I say that in the second video, I'm sorry. Future Liam knew what to say. He sent me back into the past to tell you this message, so I'm just passing it on from Future Liam in the second video. But yeah, that's the start of my PS2 collection. Watch video 2, it's already made, I'll tell you that. And enjoy the rest of my videos. I'll try and get the third one done tonight, and then we'll see what happens after that. Alright, see you later.